But if we were to discuss certain things that make us who we are today or make us create the things that we create today, this meant a moment of presence, an application that I've created. It's like a digital ledger, an eternal timestamp of events. I got that idea because I thought about use cases for my token that I created, and I thought about things that I used to discuss with my grandmother, moments that I'll never get back, can never replay the video. The VHS got destroyed, or we didn't have the cell phone, like, not this updated back then, So there's a lot of moments that are lost and that I'll never get back. And so I just created my own ledger, and I made it to where everybody could use it, but it's more so just for my personal usage. I just offer it for y'all just because, like, I didn't ask for help to make it. I didn't ask for anybody's opinion on what I should do. I just did it, and then I was like, you know what? There might be somebody else out there that could use this type of technology, this type of consideration in life, instead of it always being about money, instead of it always being about subscribing, instead of it always being, can it just be about me for once? Can I be the main character in my own story? And so I created Personal Ledger, visible, that you can see. You don't have to use any cryptocurrency. You just log in like it's an email. But it's a visual time and date and stamp. And then people like, oh, well, I could just use my cloud storage. And you could. And then when it gets full and you have to pay $200 a month for more storage space, then you might consider what I created and see why I say it wasn't out of money. It was out of the kindness of my heart as a human being. During this experience, I realized that there's still a requirement to have good people. And why not set the example of that? Why not be a good person? All this cosmology inside, all this outer world, just stuff just going. But to humble myself and to help humanity with its struggles and its greed and its lies, and create a ledger of truth, facts, notarization, timestamp, something that you can fall back on when you need proof. Something that when someone says, I didn't say that, well, yeah, actually, this date at this time, yes, you actually did. Yeah. Because that used to be one of the things that a lot of females used to do to me. Whenever I would go and recall them saying something or doing something on a specific date, they would be like, no, I never said that. Oh, no, I never did that. Oh, no, that wasn't me. And I'm like, yes, pisses me off. So I have my own personal ledger. And that's why I looked at Facebook, and it helped me. It helped me with my own accountability. After all those years, I could just go and, Facebook memory. And then I can be able to recall my own memories. And then Facebook deleted my account. So I created my own ledger of memories. And for any other platform that ever deletes me, I will make my own application to replace it. Because why not? I have an S corporation. I have a legal business entity. I'm figuring out how humans operate these. You know, I'm like, because they're not, a lot of them are not trustworthy. A lot of these other institutions that I'm seeing on so many social sites and news reports and stuff, these people just be lying and just be making money and just be lying and just be getting over on people and just be shattering lives. And I'm just like, that's that's what people want. That's what they're choosing. So, you know, I just do my own thing. I don't see anybody else doing what I'm doing. Like 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 one uno individual just doing what I'm doing. Like maybe like groups, yeah, businesses, yeah, but just one little old person with no real experience with all this stuff. You're just doing it. You're just doing it. Yeah. So, I mean, everybody makes their choices and what they believe in, and you know, that's cool. That's fine. I have no problem with that. I just I just wish you didn't have a problem with me believing what I believe in, cause I'm my shit come true. My shit, like whatever I believe in that I'm put effort towards. It's there. It's evident. I got proof. I'm not a liar. I got proof, records. I make my own. I'll make public my own record if I want it. Type shit. You know. And so I ask people to go read and go research so they can see where we're going as an economy, as an American economy, as a global economy, and see who's ahead and who's behind and what they're doing over there. Because everybody's focused on what I'm doing over here. So, you know, let's look over there too. Let's see. If it doesn't make sense to you over here, what I'm doing, then go look over there what they're doing and go look over there what they're doing and go see why our government is talking about what they're talking about. They're going to have to shut down the government to save money. We can't pay back the national debt. Why is the dollar so weak right now? Well, if you looked over there instead of over here, in my book, you'd probably find out why your money is just, it's Venezuela. Venezuela's in the news. Oil in Venezuela's in the news. Japan dumps T-bonds. China dumps treasuries. Well, all that power that dollar had around the globe, it seems like people they aren't tolerating the power anymore. It's only one-sided. It's very one-sided. Only one race is winning with the dollar. Only one race wins with the dollar. Guess whose that is? I don't race. I don't race for a reason. It's a global community. It's not America only. It could have been America first, but America wanted to play like they was only. And this is just facts. This is just on the news. This is just on my fucking social feed. This is just fucking everywhere. So it's not trying to instigate shit. It's just being real with the people that are brainwashed to believe the lies, continuously getting duped, and their fucking finances getting trashed like fucking useless pieces of paper. Now it's electrical signals, zeros and ones. There's not even a 5. They don't make pennies anymore. It costs too much to form metal because the value of the currency inflated so fucking much. It doesn't make sense to sustain it. And the government put that out in documentation. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's the government of the United States saying that they could not pay back the national debt and that this shit is unsustainable. And then I look at the BIS and the IMF having self-sustainability goals. If my government cannot sustain me, what the fuck do I look like? The fuck do I look like? I have not had food stamps, even with children in my household under my care and supervision. I had to find a fucking way. I've had grown ass adults in the house with me, and I've had to find a way. I've had grown ass adults with their own children that they couldn't figure out how to feed, and I had to figure out how to feed 8 people by my fucking self. So I just do what I do because I'm gonna get it done, because that's what it takes to survive in this world. As a black man in America, you just gotta do what the fuck you gotta do, and you could depend on them people to help you, but when you really look at the help that they give, it's always a string attached. It's always a carrot on a fucking rope. And I mean, looking at I don't know, man. Y'all gonna decide what y'all gonna do. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm gonna do. And the thing about it is, like, for me doing me, it's I don't feel no type of way about people not wanting to join me per se. Like join whatever I got going on, right? The thing about it is that don't try to duplicate my shit and not pay homage or collaborate by using my rails to duplicate my shit. Because you already know it's gonna happen. I'm gonna call it back. There's no remorse. There's been warnings. It's not 2026. 2026, bro. We've been patient. Now they're seeing the monetary policies and all these other things that we've already created for the IMF and the BIS months ago. And they're acting like it's brand new. No, you're new. It was written. You're just reading now because you saw it on the screen, and the black mirror controls your life. Reality is not real to you. Reality is real on the black mirror to you. It's like you live in the screen. You don't live in the world anymore. This is the maze of life, and I live in it. You live on the screen, where anything that's on your black mirror sways your emotions, sways your thoughts, sways your personality, sways your conditions. You're trapped in a box. And that's why I make the music that I do, like the one that's about outside the box. If you think outside this box and outside your cage, you will see a world of opportunities. And then that's why I write the scriptorium scripts that I write, you know? The Tower of the Glass, I think that's what it's called. I forgot, I got so many of them on there now. And I'm gonna start writing some more here soon. It's all just from within. I don't go look at somebody else's shit and then decide to write it. I create my own writings because that's what I've always done. If I lived in a past life, I was probably a scribe of some sort or a record keeper. And I maintain some good motherfucking records because like when people talk about like the past life stuff, you ever read something, a text, and it just clicked to you, or it reminded you, like the essence that it was written in reminded you like of yourself in so many ways. Like you're living now but you read that after you've already lived these experiences, and that now that you're reading it for the first time, it feels like a recall. It feels like, damn, I know that's like old, but I just lived that, like word for word. That's never happened to you before? Because there's quite a few things that I read, and it's just like I'll be reading something, and then it'll have like a blank, or it'll be like an incomplete thought or something, and it just connects in my head, right? But then there's been some of those documents that later, like years later, it'll come out that, oh, that meant this, or this was the hidden thing that was supposed to be in that text, but I already knew it. But there just wasn't evidence from y'all's world of Black Mirrors, of mirrors. There wasn't no mirror evidence of it. So it's like I knew it within, but I didn't have a mirror to confirm what I knew before there was confirmation available. You know what I'm saying? So it's like some people are like that though. I'm one of those people that have that gift, ability, notion, essence. I don't know what you call it. I'm not really, that's another thing. It was probably about 15 years ago. 10 to 15 years ago. And I realized that these labels and names that people put on stuff, like, they're just labels. Like, that's why, like, people just try to make you feel small and this, that, and the third. And then I just started sitting back and just experiencing what was going on. Because, like, one of the other things that I don't tell people, because, like, I told you that, my grandmother, thing with her, before she passed, she had Alzheimer's and dementia and stuff like that, and her memory wasn't. So, for me, I had just come back from Afghanistan, and there was some issue with part of my body. So, I had to go to, like a specialist, right? And so at the specialist, I was giving blood one day. And, we had CLS. I'm looking at needles going in and out my veins all the time. Like, because I had to, like, look at my veins, bruh. Look at my veins, bruh. I was getting jugged all the time. Like, no lie. Like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you could, I don't know if you can see this one right now. I'm kind of like chill, but the veins is right there, bro. So I was getting poked all the time for like combat lifesaver course, right? So when I came back from Afghanistan, I was used to seeing all types of stuff. So a needle in my arm giving blood wasn't nothing. This time though, I was looking at the needle and I was just sitting there talking to the lady, and then next thing you know, everything just slowly got black and just went, ah. And I don't know what the fuck happened. It was black. And then there was there was an interim time I'm never going to discuss with nobody. But then when I came to, there was a nurse on each limb, and then a fifth nurse that was holding some shit under my nose so I can come back. Because I basically died. I basically died on some routine ass fucking blood test, like blood draw, like 4 vials or 6 vials. I don't know how much they took. She was going through a couple of little vials, and then I just blacked out. You know what I'm saying? And then when they brought me to, my heartbeat was like 13 beats a minute. Then it went to 36, and then it like fluctuated. Like my shit was fucked. My whole system was fucked. But when I finally was able to like be coherent enough to like be able to go, like when they were like, you can call somebody to, come pick you up. You're not going to be able to drive home after that. We're not going to have you drive home. You can call somebody to pick you up though. So After I grabbed my phone and I remember looking through the Rolodex twice, like the little menu with the contacts. I looked through my contacts list twice and I didn't remember nobody. I didn't know nobody. And then it came to me, my battle that I was downrange with my Caucasian friend, Sellinger, Ron Sellinger. That man, I salute that man to this day. He's a real one. But he was the only one that I remembered. And that's because we was downrange together. Like, we was in a combat zone together, bro. Like, I didn't remember nobody. I had hundreds of names in my Rolodex, and I didn't remember nobody. They said it was a seizure, so I had a seizure. That's what they said. I ain't no doctor. That's what they told me. So after being brought back from that seizure and just not being able to remember anything, like there's still blank. There's a lot before that I just don't remember. It's like I remember all the bad shit. Good shit, I remember rare moments. Rare little moments here and there, and then like a scent will like spark like a strand of memory, you know what I'm saying? Or like a certain sound will like I remember it. And I remember like my grandmother, like that, living with her. I remember that type of stuff vividly. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of stuff that I just don't remember now after that seizure. And so I created my ledger. So I can document my own life for myself. And you know, that, like, I don't know. That's just my thing. I mean, women could use it to keep track of their flow every month, and men could use it, like, well, I'm not going to be sexist about this portion. I mean, the flow, the men don't have flow, so yeah, women could use it to track their flow, track their doctor's appointments. They have a newborn baby and want to take photos and all that with the little, you know what I'm saying? You could document all that and keep it on your personal ledger. But like, as far as both sexes are concerned, like, you got the workout plan, you go to the gym, you got your work schedule, you want to keep track of your own work hours and not have to worry about your stuff getting deleted. Because like I was about to say too, on that Google thing, like right now I'm out of storage space. I'm out of storage space, bro. I'm like, damn. Out of storage space. Fuck. I still got a lot of shit to store. So I just made my own. Like, I just made my own, bro. I'm tired of everybody getting so deep in my pockets that it's hard to live a regular life. All these subscriptions are almost like $50 a month, 25, 50, like 100. Some subscriptions are 100. I gotta cancel all that shit too. 100. I got $100 a month subscriptions and all this other stuff. And I'm like, damn, that's almost like $1,000 a month in just subscriptions. And then insurance and car note and then rent. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm traveling right now, so I gotta pay hotel rooms and stuff. It's a lot. It's a lot, man. So I mean, people want to know stuff, and people want to be in on it. I'm just living a regular life, doing my own thing, making my own changes that I want to see in my world that I live in. And I refuse to play that fucking game that they are trying to make us play with this stuff. I'm not even going to expose it because it's not for me to expose. It's for me to know how I should move. And those that see the vision should assimilate and align properly. Because, like, I see certain capabilities with what I've created, and I know who would be interested in certain things that I created. And I can utilize that from instantaneous monetarily gain. Like massive amounts of money. I really could. But like I already told them my price. I told them my price. They probably thought I was just fucking around, just playing. But for what the capability they would have from utilizing my system for their intentions, I'm the architect. I'm the sovereign architect. I intend to remain sovereign the rest of my days. I have to maintain the system, and it had to be built with a certain level of balance, because the system that y'all built, this is an example. What's happening with the American economy right now is an example of the systems that you build. And when the divine told me to build the system the way that they foresee the arc of the epoch in the apocalypse, the transformation, not the collapse, not the destruction. It's the transformational period. And you understand how someone like me can build something so detailed. You have yet to fully grasp it. It's very detailed. You have yet to fully grasp it. It's like the iceberg theory. Okay? But if you pay attention to everything that I say, and you see that I provide proof, I'm not just making stuff up. Everything that I say comes to light. And when you start to put these things together, why, how, who, and then and then you see why I'm just calm. I'm not. People lie on me all the time, bruh. People lie. It's human. It's human. And I have to think about it. And these crowns, that's why I don't need one. It's ornament. Because when you're really that, you don't need one. You just wear it because you wear it. To remind them. They forget who you are. If you forget who you are, you know damn well they gonna forget who you are. And you have to show up with proof of presence and remind them sometimes who the fuck you are. Not just in the physical realm. Not just in the physical. And the people that watch my long forms, they're gonna be blessed. If they follow what I say, they're gonna be blessed. Y'all enjoy y'all day, man.